What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. I'm having a wonderful day because I'm super excited right now because I've seen this trailer like 50 times since it dropped this morning. The new Candyman trailer. I'm excited as shit to watch that movie in June. I'm mad that I have to wait till June for the movie to come out. I've been waiting years for this movie to finally be made, and it looks amazing, and I can't wait to watch it. So anyway, getting into this episode of GH. First of all, a hot ass mess is what this episode was. And I mean that in a good way, actually. It was just a lot of cat and mouse that was being played today. It was a good game being played. And I do feel like a lot of people are playing with fire with this Cyrus Renault situation. A lot of them are playing with fire, and somebody's about to get their little asses burned. Like, seriously, somebody's about to get burned. Because I always tell people, I tell people all the time, if you're going to play with fire, you better make damn sure you're the one controlling the flames. Like, seriously. Because too many of them are playing with fire, and it doesn't look like any of them are really controlling the flame except for Cyrus at this point. So they might want to get it together. So anyway, Elizabeth and Franco, I loved those scenes today with the two of them. It was cute. And I love just seeing a happy couple for once on daytime TV, like just generally happy and love, doing little cute shit. It's nice. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to see it. Because everybody else's marriages or their relationship is just a mess. You know, I mean, well, Laura and Kevin are getting back on terms. You know, they're good. But you don't really see Laura and Kevin together all that often, so. But Elizabeth and Franco, I enjoyed it. You know, I love the idea that he set up this little scavenger hunt for her to run around the house looking for clues and stuff like that. And at the end of it, he got her a nice paint set. I thought that was nice. That was really dope. I loved it. And then, of course, they got to the love making. But, of course, they got interrupted by Marcus, who has horrible timing. And you want to know something? Roger Howarth eats a lot in his scenes. Like, he really do eat. Like, when Elizabeth went to the refrigerator and took out the leftover french fries, he sat right there and picked up them fries and started eating them. I said, first of all, I know them fries are good and whatnot, but for one thing, I do not do cold fries. I cannot. I cannot eat cold french fries. No. My fries have to be hot. They have to be seasoned. I cannot eat cold, unseasoned fries. I just cannot. Nope. Like, Buffalo Wild Wings has pretty amazing french fries. I love their fries because they season them very well. I love their fries. I cannot eat cold-ass, unseasoned french fries. It's just, I can't eat nothing unseasoned. Like, it got to have some good seasoning. But Roger Howarth, he definitely has an appetite because dude stay eating in his scenes. He don't give a damn. But yeah, those scenes were pretty dope. Anyway, moving on from that, Carly. Carly. Listen, first of all, she looked good. I just want to say that. But I felt like she was overdressed. Like, is that a rich people thing? Because she was in the house and you wearing this dress with a slit up to your thigh like you're going to a cocktail party or something. And I'm pretty sure she's been in the house all day. So it's like, aren't you a little overdressed just to be sitting in the crib all day? I'm just saying. She looked good, don't get me wrong. She was being a little overdramatic when she found that bullet in Dev's backpack. She was being hella dramatic, running around yelling all up in the house. Ain't it nighttime? So aren't the kids upstairs asleep? Donna, Avery, shouldn't they be asleep? And you all up through the house yelling, Dev, Jocelyn, why are you hollering? You do have infants upstairs. You ain't got to be doing all that screeching over a bullet. Calm your ass down and figure out a way. And what annoyed me was when the doorbell rang and it was Dev and Jocelyn. First of all, why are y'all ringing the doorbell? Y'all live there. What are you ringing a bell for? I can understand Brando ringing the doorbell. I get that. But why are y'all ringing doorbells? Walk your ass in the house. Because Jocelyn wasn't even supposed to be going to the party. Because with all the craziness with Cyrus going on, Carly really didn't want her to go. So of course she got all dressed up, snuck out any damn way because it was Dev's last night or whatever in town because he's supposed to be going to boarding school. And, you know, Carly was grilling him about the bullet or whatever, and he doesn't know how the bullet got in his backpack. So apparently it must have got there when he was at school, when he was in gym class. So, you know, when Sonny came home and stuff, they figured it's not a good time for Dev to go to boarding school, which I agree. I agree because Cyrus can obviously get to Dev if he wanted to anywhere. So I don't think it's a good idea. I just have a gut feeling, a part of me still does not fully trust Dev because he's been around now for well over a year and we still don't know really shit about this boy. And that bothers me. It really does. It bothers me. Like, I don't like not knowing anything about a character who's been around for a substantial amount of time. It bothers the shit out of me because I still don't know your motives. Like, who are you? Where do you come from? Who's your parents? Like, and he still doesn't talk about that. So that's like pretty, you know, annoying to me. It's like, okay, who is your mom? Who's your dad? Who's your aunts? Who's your uncles? You know, like, I don't know diddly squat about this boy, and it makes me a little nervous. Like, what are you up to? So Sonny's big idea is that they should all just stay together. Dev shouldn't go. You know, that way Sonny could keep a better eye on him, protect him. Sonny, why are you deluding yourself? You cannot protect this boy. You can't. You can't protect him. You've been saying that you could protect your family for years, and look at what's been happening to your family over the years. You cannot protect a pet pig, let alone a kid or a human being. You just can't. It's out of your control. You can hire as many guards as you want. Obviously, Cyrus can still get to them. Like, no matter how many bodyguards you put up, it really don't matter. So anyway, moving on from that. So Jordan is not happy that Marcus wants to work with Sonny and Jason on this Cyrus situation. And rightfully so. I understand where she's coming from. Being a police commissioner, you definitely don't want to partner up with the criminals that you're trying to take down. So I totally get it. But it's like to catch a mobster, you got to work with a mobster. Sometimes it be like that. The PCPD couldn't, they couldn't catch HIV. No disrespect, they couldn't. I'm like, even if they tried, it's like that's how horrible they are at their jobs. The PCPD is just dreadful. So anyway, I don't blame Sonny and Jason for being suspicious of Marcus. I would have been as well. Like, who wouldn't be? Because they don't trust him, rightfully so. I mean, he wants to partner up with them to take down Cyrus. But who's to say y'all not going to take down Cyrus and then he going to turn around and try to take y'all down? You know what I mean? You can't trust him. And besides, Sonny wants Cyrus dead at this point. You know what I mean? And he already know Marcus is not going to look the other way while Sonny kills Cyrus. And he's probably, if he did kill Cyrus and Marcus had evidence of it, he would turn their ass in. Like, so it's a sticky situation at this point. So anyway, Jordan decides to go to the restaurant with Curtis to go confront Sonny or whatever. And when she got in the office, she was asking Sonny all these questions in an accusatory tone, suggestive. She was basically suggesting something, talking about, oh, well, Marcus came to see you, and then after he left, he got beat down. And when he left here, some guys were following him. Sonny was like, so you're suggesting it was us, our people? She said, I'm not suggesting anything. Jordan, yes, you were. You were suggesting. Everything came out your mouth was a suggestion. It was accusatory. It was suggesting. That's exactly what you were doing. When you said after Marcus left here, after talking to you, he got beat down. When he left here, somebody was following him. And she also said that Sonny has a complicated history with Marcus. You were accusing them of having something to do with it, basically, without actually saying it. It's called reading between the lines. And that's exactly what Sonny and Jason were doing. Reading between the lines. They knew what you were saying. So you're sitting there lying to their face, talking about something. I'm not suggesting anything. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Jordan, you suck at your job. Yes, you were suggesting it. So anyway, she was playing cat and mouse with him because she know damn well Cyrus was the one who did it. The reason she brought that attack up was because she was hoping, she knew Sonny and Jason had nothing to do with that. She knew Cyrus had something to do with it. She was hoping that Sonny and Jason would tell her who did it, that they would reveal that Cyrus was the one behind all of this. That's what she was hoping. Because remember, she can't afford for Sonny and Jason to know that she was undercover in Renault's organization. Because we all know now that her, Marcus, and the other guys manufactured evidence which got Cyrus convicted. She cannot allow that information to come out, because if it does, she'll be charged and she'll lose her job and face prison herself. So there's no way she can let that information come out. That's why she was playing the cat and mouse game. And Jason, in turn, was playing cat and mouse with her ass. When he asked her, is it true that when she first came to Port Charles, she was working with the DEA? Which she confirmed that she was. So that was confirmation for Jason that she was working in Cyrus's undercover organization. They were all playing cat and mouse with each other because they can't reveal their hands at this point. I love that shit. It was so subtle, but it was obvious. It was obvious and subtle at the same time, if you catch my drift. The way that they would bring something up, the way Jason brought it up. So Cam and Trina are in dire straits at this point because they're in the car thinking that they're doing an Uber or whatever, ride share, whatever you want to call it, to get to the dance. But the guy who's driving them is one of Renault's men. So he takes a picture of them and sends it to Marcus. And of course, you know, when Marcus went by Elizabeth's house because he was supposed to be taking pictures of the kids before they went to the dance, but of course he was late because of his beatdown. He got a text from Cyrus's guy with the picture showing Cameron and Trina. And basically telling Marcus to meet him at some warehouse or whatever, some spot. I was kind of a little pissed off that Marcus didn't tell Elizabeth immediately what was going on. I get why he didn't, but it kind of irritated me that he didn't. Because you know how some people do, they want to handle shit on their own or whatever. And he can't run the risk of the cops getting involved in this. Because, I mean, in a situation like this, you really kind of don't want cops getting involved. I mean, in TV, you don't want cops getting involved. In real life, yeah, you do. But in this situation, I understood why he didn't. But thankfully, Cameron was smart. And he texted his mother that he was kidnapped, he need help, before the goon could take his phone and Trina's phone. So, of course, Elizabeth's first reaction was to call Jason. I'm not surprised that she called Jason. I'm not shocked. Because she didn't want to call the cops at first because the PCPD under Jordan's leadership just stinks. They suck. And Jordan would find a way to screw this up. And when Marcus called Curtis to help him get Trina back, Curtis wanted to tell Jordan, but Marcus said, no, don't tell her. Because they don't need the cops involved in this right now. This is going to get messy. It's going to get sticky. And they don't want the cops involved because we all know Jordan is incompetent as hell. So, no, it would be horrible for her to get involved. I've seen online that some people were saying that, oh, how come she didn't tell Franco or let Franco help get Cameron back? There's nothing Franco can do. What can Franco do? Jason's more skilled at this type of stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised that she called Jason. And when Franco finds out, I don't think he should get upset by that. I mean, common sense would tell you that this is more Jason's thing than Franco. Franco's not no rescue dog. Yeah, he rescued Franco. I mean, Franco rescued Cameron before, but look what that cost him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is more Jason's alley. This is up his alley. This is more his speed. So let him take care of it. I'm not even surprised by that. So when Marcus shows up to the warehouse, of course, you know, he wants to see his daughter. And it kind of irked me that he's been cool with Elizabeth for years, but he didn't even care about Cam. Because when he was on the phone with Curtis, he didn't mention Cameron once, which kind of shocked me. I'm like, why wouldn't you mention to Curtis that Trina and Cameron were taken? You know, why not bring that up? I'm just saying. So anyway, this whole Molly TJ situation really kind of pissed me off today because I was rooting for them as a couple. But by the end of it, I'm just at a point where I wouldn't mind seeing them break up at this point. Because I just feel like they have different views on the future of what the future of their relationship looks like. Clearly, they're not on the same page with it. And I would hate for either one of them to sacrifice what they want just to stay together, because they're going to end up resenting each other for it. You know, one or the other. Like, either Molly's going to resent him or he's going to resent her. So if they can't come to a mutual agreement about this marriage situation, they shouldn't be together. Like, marriage is such a huge step. You know what I mean? And if that's something that one person wants and the other one don't, y'all shouldn't waste y'all time anymore being together. I don't care how much you love each other, but you can't sacrifice your wants and needs just to make somebody else happy or more comfortable. You can't do that. You can't dumb yourself down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. You can't dim your light just so somebody else's light could shine brighter. Hell no. Nope. You want what you want, and you should have what you want. Period. Molly was pissing me off with her beliefs on marriage. Like, I understand where she was coming from. Don't get me wrong. I totally agree with a lot of what she was saying about marriage. Like, because some people do get married for other reasons other than love. Like, they get married for business purposes. Look at Ava and Nicholas. They got married just out of greed and, you know, power hungry and money hungry. That's why they got married. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with TJ, though. Like, she's sitting there talking about, oh, marriage isn't about love anymore. But he was like, it can be. It still can be. Marriage is what you make it. You know what I mean? Molly and TJ obviously love each other. So if they were to get married, it would clearly be out of love. No other reason beside that. You know, I just hate that Molly's basing marriage off of what she's seen around her and her friends. You know what I mean? Like, especially the failures of marriage that she's seen around her with her mom and, you know, just relatives around her. I mean, you can't base your potential marriage because of what you've seen around you. Just because marriage didn't work for your mom or Sam or whoever, that doesn't mean it couldn't work for you. You know what I mean? Like, you're different. You're not your mother. You're not Sam. You know, you're very different from them. You know what I mean? Like, she has to stop doing that. And it kind of annoyed me how when he finally did propose to her, and he was brave to do it, knowing her stance on marriage, he still proposed. And when she turned him down, the look on his face was he was crushed. And judging by tomorrow's preview, he looked like he went from hurt to angry, like real fast. And I couldn't blame him if he was angry. Like, they've been together for how long? Since, 2012, 2013 they've been together? Like, that's a long damn time. So, for her to sit there and say no, I was like, wow. But that's why I say that they should break up, because if he wants marriage and he's dead set on getting married, because a lot of people are like that, though. They don't want to be a certain age and all that, still calling somebody their girlfriend, or this chick is still calling this dude her boyfriend. No, you want to be able to call somebody your husband. You want to be able to call somebody your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you want. Not everybody wants that, which is cool, but both of you have to be on the same page. And Molly and TJ are definitely not on the same page. He wants marriage. She doesn't. I feel like if she were to change her mind and say, okay, I'll marry you, I feel like eventually she'll resent him, because that's not something she really wants. And if they stay together and they don't get married, I think he'll eventually resent her, because that's the future he wants. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're sacrificing your wants and needs for somebody else, and that's not going to work, because it's going to turn into anger and resentment. It really is. And you're just going to be sitting there with an attitude all the time. So I think it's in their best interest to just walk the hell away from this. As sad as it is, I think they should, if they can't mutually agree on what they want for their future. You know, I respect both of their opinions and their viewpoints on marriage, but, you know, neither one should have to sacrifice something so serious. And, you know, TJ let Molly know. He was like, you know, if we get married, he was like, I'm not going to stop you from wanting a career. I'm not going to stop you from being you. Like, he was just letting her know, like, marriage is not going to change us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. We're still going to be who we are. You don't have to sacrifice anything to marry me. You know what I mean? Like, he was just being open and honest with her. But he does want marriage. You know what I mean? And I respect her honesty about not wanting marriage. But I just feel like it's a little flawed on her part, because she's basing this decision off of other people's relationships. And I don't think that's the right thing to do. You know what I mean? Because any decision that I make is not based off of somebody else. It's based off of me. That's how it's supposed to be. Any decision you make is supposed to be based off of you, not somebody else. You don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Because you could be passing up something really good because, oh, it didn't work out for that person. Okay, but that's that situation. Your situation is not their situation. You know what I mean? Like, that's what Molly needs to understand. But I'm quite interested to see what tomorrow's going to bring for the two of them. I really am, because I want to know more about what's going to be said. It's going to be interesting. So anyway, this was a pretty good episode today. I enjoyed it. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.